Greetings, Taylor. Welcome to Adjust Tracking and RPL Film Theater. Thank you for being here tonight to introduce your animated anthology, Exquisite Desolation, and to answer a few questions. For people experiencing your work for the first time, what could you tell us about the nature of what you make and how Exquisite Desolation was conceived and formed as the project as it exists today?
Exquisite Desolation came to be mostly just from the desire to create an animation anthology film. In a lot of ways, Video Arena and all the video work I do as a whole came to be in kind of the same manner. Very casually, and just the result of being a huge nerd for VHS, animation, and any and all strange video and film. For those unaware, Video Arena is a small video, media, and shirts distribution imprint that I created and run. The video media that I release spans from mixtapes to video art to SOV horror to animation, created by myself and many talented friends, including Jon Vaughn. I have always loved animation anthologies since watching Kablam in the 90s, but it dawned on me that there aren't all that many of them, especially in feature length. So I decided to do my best to contribute to this niche bracket of film, and I was thrilled that several other spectacular animators felt the same way. Through way of email and Instagram, I contacted everyone I knew who does animation, artists who I thought might attempt animation, and then just some artists who I think are cool. 22 people, including myself, were stoked to contribute to this wild project, despite it being very DIY and on a low budget.
So there are many striking juxtapositions throughout the film and within much of the imagery of the creators as well. Exquisite Desolation as a title evokes some more extreme genres of heavy metal, and even the pairing of the words sounds contradictory. For such a hardcore title, there is also a considerable amount of works that feature bubblegum rainbow palettes and cute little characters who are often engaged in challenging and puzzling existential scenarios. A great example being Preston Spurlock's piece, Genie, which I believe was made especially for the anthology. So were these kind of juxtapositions a specific focus of Exquisite Desolation, or are they an integral part of your aesthetic as a curator and or artist?
In some ways, the juxtaposition within the film was intentional, especially for the title. I knew going into this project that there would be a wide range of styles, mediums, and general moods of the individual shorts. There also wasn't any sort of prompt or theme for the artist to adhere to, which makes them even more diverse. So in essence, the diversity of the styles itself is the theme of the film, and I wanted a title that would reflect that. It took several months to settle on something that I liked, and it still feels a little bit ethereal to me. This is probably because it's always difficult to give a singular title to a vast and varied collection of works. The word exquisite stuck with me early on due to its nice sound, and the few contributions I had already received were indeed very exquisite. I didn't want a single word title, so I opted for another word that would both juxtaposition exquisite while also defining the often dark and bleak nature of the films. Exquisite Desolation was tossed around as a working title to everyone involved, and I heard nothing but good things about it, with some people even telling me they felt that it was perfect. Having a title was also very important to me, as I feel it helps the final composited film truly feel like a film experience, not just a collection of pieces shown back to back.
Interesting. So being involved in multiple levels in the production of Exquisite Desolation, I do have a bit of an inside scoop. Yet even after finally viewing the final cut on VHS myself, I am filled with new thoughts and really quite amazed by your hand and vision bringing this fascinating collection of work together. You mentioned several anthologies such as Savory Selections, which we'll be viewing after Exquisite Desolation tonight, influencing the creation of yours. I'm curious, how did they affect your decisions in the editing room specifically, in planning how the anthology would be sequenced to unfold as a multisensory experience?
The animation anthologies of the past are all tremendously inspiring to me, and they're the main reason Exquisite Desolation exists. The compilation aspect of them showcases the true beauty of animation by creating a showreel of numerous different methods and visions. It seemed like a huge and challenging project, but not impossible, especially after seeing the wonderful DIY iterations by LaDania Cree and Random Man Editions, who made Savory Selections. Having seen so many of these films made me focus hard on what the best sequence is for the contributions. Creating video mixtapes in the past brought some initial attention to having the best sequence for a series of clips, but it became significantly more important with this film since the vibe of each piece varies so dramatically. A different sequence of even the exact same content can create a different viewing experience, so I did my best to refine it and create the most fluid and cohesive experience in terms of timing, pacing, intensity, and etc. I'd like to thank everyone who came out tonight to watch this crazy film, John and the RPL Theater for presenting the screening, and I hope you enjoy the show.
You are most welcome as well. Thanks again, Taylor. That was a great deep dive into the anthology, and if folks are interested in a copy, please talk to Taylor or myself. And without further ado, Exquisite Desolation.